Hi, everybody. Welcome to another Chats with Chowdhury. I hope you're all safe and well. Today, I'm joined by Lauren Poulin, who is the Global Marcom Manager for Food and Beverages segment for the Life Science Division, easy for me to say, for Merck. And Lauren and I go way back to actually 2016 when I first met her at Analytica when she was working for the Pharma Division. And she has worked with me for a number of years when she was there. When I was at European Pharmaceutical Review. But today we're going to talk about all things food and beverages, actually. So slightly different to what we normally talk about. So Lauren, first of all, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. You're looking well.
And you're
Nice
looking
to see
very
you
well
again,
as well.
Ruslan.
Lovely to see you. And in fact, we haven't spoken
Thank you.
actually for ages, and not since you
It's been a
moved
while.
over. Since you moved over. So before we start talking about Merck and the food and beverage division and what you do there, perhaps you could tell people a bit about how Merck have reacted to the whole COVID-19 situation, both from an internal perspective as you as a business working, but also how you've been able to manage supporting your customers within the sector.
Yes, I mean, certainly on an internal, level, I've been extremely impressed with how the company's handled things. Definitely put employees' safety first. But then also, we work in so many critical industries in clinical and diagnostics and pharma that we also have to put the greater good of the community as we're dealing with all this, at the forefront too. So they really achieved that balance, which was not easy and still continues to not be easy, of making sure that our customers can do their critical jobs as essential workers and that we're also safe and able to support them.
Right. So are there any sort of special systems or processes you've now got in place where you support customers virtually?
Yes, definitely. And one of the big shifts has been, and thank goodness we have these types of technologies, right? The Zoom and everything. And I think it's wonderful that we're able to finally use those technologies to reach our customers in a virtual sense. We've been doing, our sales teams have been doing a lot more virtual chats with our customers. And I think it's also, I think for lots of our companies and all of us as employees, it's allowed us to have a little bit more humanity and be less of this kind of unknown face. But you're here in my living room and you're seeing sometimes my cat will come in and you'll see my kids, and so I think we're all just realizing that it's human to human a lot more, which I think has been a small positive in all of this. So yeah.
I have to agree with you. I mean, and in terms of customer support, obviously you talked about sales guys, but if customers have got issues now, is it all dealt with virtually in terms of like with Zoom calls or with Teams or whatever? Or how do you deal with customers in terms of their support?
It really depends on each country and the different divisions and everything. So I wouldn't know the details of all that, but I know that each country has their own regulations on how much customer face time they can have, what the protocols are.
Right.
There's
Okay.
our own protocols that change per country, and then there's also the customer's own protocols that we take into consideration.
Right.
So at the end of the day, it's about making sure that everyone's feeling safe and comfortable and getting the support they need.
Right. Okay. Now, obviously, if people think about Merck or Millipore Sigma in the US and Canada, they always think primarily about the pharma sector. So I know that you obviously now working in the food and beverages division. So how important is that to Merck as a sector, and how has that division developed, if you like, within Merck?
Sure. Yeah. So as you said, Merck is definitely very well known in the pharmaceutical world. We are the oldest pharmaceutical company in the world. We had our 350th anniversary. When was that? 2-3 years ago now.
Right. Okay.
So a lot of experience in regulated industries, and we've been selling to food and beverage customers for quite some time now. But it's been the past few years that we've really kind of put together all the different portfolios and products that we do have,
Right.
and package them so that the customers can have that ease of getting these products, be it solvents and columns for chemical analysis or microbiology tests and hygiene monitoring, which is of course increasingly important these days, all under one roof with a name they can trust and an easy e-commerce platform. So it's really kind of been bundling that story together and driving into this market.
Right. Okay. And in what are the key issues that you've seen customers are facing now within the food and beverages sector?
Well, I don't think this is necessarily unique to food and beverage, but of course, you know, humans, we all still need to eat, right? So this has definitely been an industry that's had to keep, you know, going despite the challenges, had to have increased safety. And so we've seen that our customers have had to adapt extremely quickly to new protocols, perhaps with reduced staff if people are sick. So you're having to train people really quickly on perhaps, you know, safety and quality measures that
Right.
they didn't previously have to do. So for us, what we've tried to do is, of course, with these virtual opportunities, be it a virtual trade show or having more face-to-face, you know, virtual conversations with our customers on how to give them access to the right training tools, keep them up to date on regulatory changes that might have developed, help them make sure that their lab is as efficient as possible with digital solutions, inventory management, things like that.
Right. Okay. And as a business, are you doing anything in terms of webinars or things to support people as well along those lines?
Yes, we are. And we actually have, we just built an on-demand webinar library that you can find on our website. So if you go to sigmaaldrich.com/food, you'll see quite a few links there, but one of them is our webinar and video library. And so since across the globe, different regions have been putting together these virtual conferences and webinars, we wanted to make it really easy for people to find that, you know, wonderful resource of understanding the latest protocol, be it, again, chemical analysis or microbiology, et cetera.
Right, brilliant. Okay. Well, I know that's all we've got time for, so it has been a very quick call, but I hope people have found that useful. If people would like to know more about what Merck or Millipore Sigma in the US and Canada are doing within the food sector, then by all means, check out the link which is above this video. And Lauren, it's lovely to see you. You're
You
looking
too.
well,
Thank
and
you.
I'm glad you're well. Hopefully we can catch up again soon. For everybody else, as I said, if you want to know more, please check out the link above there. And until next time, as always, stay safe and stay well. Thanks a lot.